person can't catch their thoughts without someone barging in through the door and interrupting the creative process before the masterpiece could be unveiled. What am I doing waiting around here for? Certainly not to drop all my obligations to take over yours, at least not anymore. If you could enjoy living your own life, I thought I'd learn something from you by giving the same a try. One thing I would like to ask, however, is how could you be so driven, only knowing where it comes from, that insatiable hunger would decline to hear any more? As bad as it is dealing with the shadow before my eyes, it would be all the worse to take it in the heart. But is not condemnation the birthplace of hatred and evil? That is where you have your definitions all mixed up. The final judgment being the sole right of God, it still pertains to us to evaluate how reasonably to direct ourselves in life. Who would you say is at fault? Was I the one to invite you along? Or did you come of your own accord, looking to stir trouble? I do apologize for the language, though. Believe it or not, my fault is in caring too much that I sometimes provoke an insistence on a mutually acceptable solution. Allow me to rephrase in more measured arguments. When it is now clear that we do not agree on so much as our basic values, we should peacefully separate, and I genuinely wish you all the best. But you still mean to accuse me before the public, as I could not stop people from gossiping, even if I wanted. Feel free to do as you like. Doubtless you will find some others who would scramble at the smallest hint of scandal and spread it around as far as they possibly could, without so much as bothering to check the record, as long as it affects someone else instead of them. There is also another considerable group of rationalists who would not suspect the target of a violent outburst as much as the source of foul play. Seeing as how I do not recall having made many shameful mistakes in life, and wherever I have found myself responsible for unnecessarily straining my relationships with people, have been quick to make up for it. In the interests of justice, not only for myself but others, might at some point also start feeling inclined to join the debate. For someone supposedly uninterested, you sure show overly preoccupied with me. No need to get upset. It would suffice to prove it wrong. Thus realizing that it could gain nothing more from me, and contenting itself that I would not pursue the matter any further, the shadow finally fell silent and departed. Whoa, there is no one here. But whom am I arguing with? Must have been a figment of my imagination, or at least that is how they have taken pains to portray it. But did you see its face as it fled? Spiteful forever. Be it as it may, at least I know I am not imagining things. And even though I was not expecting any more trouble, another thought also crossed my mind. That if instead of forgiving everything and bearing more than my share of the consequences, supposedly to restrict the damage, it would not be better to expose the perpetrators and spare society of any other such tricks of theirs. Except, the more desperate somebody is, the more danger they'd be willing to risk. It'd be reckless to assume that in a war, only one's own side would prove capable, and the other would suffer all the losses. So, for the sake of everyone involved, especially surrounding family and friends who have nothing to do with it, it really would be for the best to leave everyone to the response from their own fortune. Reform comes more easily anyway by conscience than force. As for the next time animosity comes along, this has been ineluctable training for how to dodge it from the start. And if I do the right thing, but am still hated, the opinions of others are no reason for me to start hating. Upholding oneself to the highest potential is bound to earn both self-respect as well as true friends.